Welcome to some basic concepts of chemistry. So in this session we are going to discuss some previous year questions of NEET or JEE or CET. Let us start our journey with this first question. An oxide of nitrogen. An oxide of nitrogen has molecular weight of 30. So molecular weight they given, that is equal to 30. What is the number of electrons in one molecule of the compound? So we have to find out the total number of electrons present in one molecule of the compound. Okay, let us solve this. Now let us write oxides of nitrogen. So we have many oxides. The first one we are going to write is nitrous oxide, N2O. It is also called as laughing gas. Next oxide of nitrogen is NO, nitrogen monoxide, or also called nitric oxide. Next, nitrogen dioxide, dinitrogen trioxide, dinitrogen pentoxide. We can write. See, in the case of N2O, nitrous oxide, molecular mass is 14, that is atomic mass of nitrogen 2 are present, into 2 plus 16. That is atomic mass of oxygen. So 28 plus 16, it is greater than 30, hence nitrous oxide can't be the answer. Now let us see nitric oxide, NO. So 14 plus 16, that is equal to 30. So hence oxide of nitrogen, whatever they mentioned here, that has a molecular weight of 30 is nitrogen monoxide. So in nitrogen monoxide, let us find out how many number of electrons are present. Number of electrons in any atom is equal to its atomic number. Atomic number of nitrogen is 7, where oxygen is 8. 7 plus 8, that is equal to 15. Total number of electrons is equal to 15. Option B is the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question. How many moles of hydrogen atoms are present in 0.04 mole of copper sulfate 5H2O. So let us write first this copper sulfate 5H2O. From this formula it is clear, 1 mole of this copper sulfate pentahydrate has 10 moles of hydrogen atoms in it. So total it has 5 into 2, 10 moles of hydrogen atoms in it. Then 0.04 moles I am going to take. Then how many hydrogen atoms I am going to get? Just cross multiplication I do it. Divided by 1, that comes out to be 0.4 moles. So option is, that is C. The third question is, 1 liter of unknown gas weighs 1.25 grams at STP. Which one of the following can be the formula for the gas? So let us use whatever data they given. They told that 1 liter of gas, let that unknown gas be X, weighs 1.25 grams. So now let us recall the concept that we know. So at STP, repeatedly we studied 22.4 liters is the volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas, or it is volume occupied by molar mass of any gas. So let us use this concept. 1 liter gas has a mass of 1.25 grams. Then 22.4 liters has how much mass? We know that 22.4 liter is the volume occupied by 1 mole or molar mass of any gas. So simple cross multiplication, 22.4 into 1.25 divided by 1 liter. So this comes out to be 28 grams. So 28 gram is nothing but molar mass of gas. Okay, now let us find out out of these four options, in which case we have molar mass, that is 28. So dioxygen, 1 oxygen 16, 2 oxygens 32. So hence this can't be the answer. Carbon monoxide, carbon atomic mass 12, oxygen 16, total together 28. Hence this is going to satisfy the molar mass. Hence answer is option B. Question number 4. An ionic compound when dissolved in water produces MAN plus cation and NB B minus anion. What is the formula of the compound they told? Okay, let us understand this with the help of example. Al2O3. Students, this 2 indicates the number of aluminium as well as charge present on oxygen. This 3 indicates the number of oxygen as well as the charge present on aluminium. So when I ionize, I am going to get 2 Al3 plus ions and 3 O2 minus ions. So let us use the same concept. I have MAN plus and NB M minus. So here it is very simple. This M indicates number of A. Clear? This N indicates number of B. So formula is going to be AMBN. This 2 indicates number of aluminium, this 3 indicates number of oxygen in the formula, like that. M indicates number of A, N indicates number of B. So when I apply that, I am going to get the formula, that is AMBN. Next question is, at STP, the least volume occupied by 15 gram of which one of the following? Nitrogen molar mass is 14 plus 3, that is equal to 17. Means 17 gram of ammonia occupies the volume, that is equal to 22.4 liters. Then 15 gram occupies how much? Students, it is near to 17, so hence I can say that near to 20 liters it is going to occupy, approximately. Sometimes in complete exam you people need not calculate accurately, just by using simple logic you can solve it. Let us see how. So I took approximately 20 liters. Now second case, oxygen, 1 oxygen 16, 2 oxygen means 32 grams. So we know that 32 gram occupies 22.4 liters at STP, standard temperature and pressure. Then 15 grams. How much? Am I correct, students? So here you can see this 15 is half of 32. That means volume occupied is less than 11.2 liters. Am I correct? 16 is exactly half, 15 is less than that. Automatically volume is also less than half. That means less than 11.2 liters. Now let us take the third one, nitrogen. Nitrogen has a molecular mass of 28. 14 into 2, 28. 28 gram, that occupies the volume 22.4 liters. Then 15 grams occupies the volume. See, this 15 is nearly equal to half or just more than half. 14 is exact half, 15 is more than half. Automatically this value is going to be slightly greater than 11.2 liters. Slightly greater than 11.2 liters. Okay, next question is neon, that has atomic mass of 20. 20 gram occupies the volume 22.4 liters. Then 15 occupies how much? See, 15 means it is 75%. Am I correct? 75%. So here I can say that nearly 15 point something liters is the volume occupied by 20 grams of the neon. So in all four cases, when I compare, it is the oxygen that is going to occupy the lowest volume, hence that is going to be the answer. So by using simple logic, we solved it. See, in this case, we need not calculate accurately. Analysis shows that a binary means a compound that is made up of only two elements, X and Y. X has atomic mass of 10, Y has atomic mass of 20. Contains 50% of X. Automatically remaining is going to be Y. What is that? That is also 50% only. Okay, let us write that. Two elements they given students. One is X, another one is Y. And the percentage composition also they given. X has 50%, Y also has 50%. They given atomic mass also. X has atomic mass of 10, whereas Y has atomic mass of 20. Clear? So now let us calculate the number of moles. Moles means mass divided by molar mass. Here also mass divided by molar mass. This value comes out to be 5. This value comes out to be 2.5. In the next step, what I have to do? So I have to divide each moles by the smallest mole. So here 2.5 divided by 2.5. So number of atoms in this case is equal to going to be 2. Here it is 1. So how many X are there? 2. How many Y are there? 1. What is the formula? X to Y. Which one is the correct option? Option B. Seventh question, consider the following equation for the formation of ammonia. N2 reacts with the 3H2 form 2 moles of ammonia. How many hydrogen molecules are required to react with 100 molecules of nitrogen? So how many molecules of hydrogen react with 100 molecules of nitrogen? That is what we have to calculate. Let us do that. N2 plus 3H2, that gives rise to 2NH3. 2 moles of ammonia. Students, here 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with 3 moles of hydrogen to form 2 moles of ammonia. In terms of number, 1 mole means 1 Avogadro number. 1 Avogadro number of nitrogen molecules reacts with 3 Avogadro number of hydrogen molecules to form 2 Avogadro number of ammonia molecules. Okay, they given how many hydrogen molecules are required to react with 100 molecules of nitrogen. Okay. So now, if that is the case, then 100 molecules of nitrogen react with how many molecules of hydrogen? 1 Avogadro molecules reacts with 3 Avogadro molecules of hydrogen. If that is the case, then 100 molecules react with how many molecules of hydrogen? So 100 into 3 divided by Na. So Na cancels. Answer is going to be very simple. 300 molecules. Which option? This is option C. Next question. The number of atoms in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas. Students, monoatomic gas means gas contains only one atom. For example, helium is monoatomic. Nitrogen is diatomic. So like that, here they given triatomic, let it be X3. And we have to calculate number of atoms present in 0.1 mole of X3. In 1 mole of X3, how many atoms we have? We have 3 into Avogadro number of atoms, because one molecule has 3 atoms. So 3 into Avogadro number of molecule atoms. Then 0.1 mole has how many? So 0.1 into 3 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Am I correct? So here it is nothing but 18 into 0.1 is 1.8 into 10 to the power 23. Do we have this option? Yes. Option B is the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question. In an experiment, 4 gram of M2OX oxide was reduced to 2.8 gram of metal. If the atomic mass of the metal is 56 gram per mole, the number of oxygen atoms in the oxide. In an experiment, 4 gram of M2OX oxide reduced to 2.8 gram of metal. Let us write that. M2OX, we have to find out number of oxygen atoms. When it is reduced, it forms 2M plus oxygen. Let us balance that. X by 2. This 2 and this 2 cancels, remaining is H. Okay, they told that 4 gram of M2X decomposes to form 2.8 grams of M, and atomic mass of metal M is 56. Find out the number of oxygen atoms. Okay, see here, let us solve this. 2.8 gram obtained from 4 gram of M2X, then 2 into 56, that is nothing but 112 grams. What is that, students? 56 is a molar mass. So 2 moles are present, that's why 112 gram should be obtained by molar mass of the M2OH. Am I correct? Should be obtained by the molar mass of the M2OH. Let us do that cross multiplication. 4 into 2 into 56 divided by, that is 2.8 divided by 2.8. This comes out to be 20 here. 20 into 2, 40. So 40 into 4, 160. So this value comes out to be 160 gram. What is 160, students? Molar mass of M2X, M2OX is equal to 160. In that one already metal is present. How much metal is present? 2 into 56 is present. 2 into 56 means 112 gram is present. Let us subtract that now. 160 minus 112. So this is going to be 48. We know one oxygen atom means it is 16 gram. Then 48 gram means how many oxygen atoms? Just a simple cross multiplication. 48 divided by 16, that is equal to 3. So that is that option C. Next question. 60 gram of compound on analysis produced 24 gram of carbon, 4 gram of hydrogen and 32 grams of oxygen. Find out the empirical formula of the compound. Simple question. Carbon, what is its mass? 24. Hydrogen, what is its mass? 4. Oxygen, what is its mass? 32. We know that 1 carbon means 12, then 24 means it is a 2 carbon atom, C2. 1 hydrogen means 1 gram, 4 means 4 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen means 16, 32 means 2 oxygen atoms. What is the formula? C2H4O2. Simple. Option D. Next question, 1.5 gram of cadmium chloride. So here we have 1.5 gram of cadmium chloride was found to contain 0.9 gram of cadmium. Okay, 0.9 gram of cadmium it has in it. Calculate atomic mass of the cadmium. Okay, we people are asked to calculate atomic mass of cadmium. 1.5 minus 0.9 means it is 0.6. What is this? 0.6. This is nothing but chlorine, because in 1.5 0.9 gram cadmium is present. Then the remaining is going to be chlorine. So automatically it is going to be 0.6. See, in the cadmium chloride we have 71 gram of chlorine. How? 1 chlorine means 35.5, 2 chlorine atoms are there, hence that is equal to 71 gram. Okay, let us use this concept. Cadmium chloride, 1.5 gram cadmium chloride possesses 0.6 gram of chlorine. Correct? Then 71 gram of chlorine possessed by how much mass of cadmium chloride? So it is going to be its molar mass only. So we are using that concept. So here we have 1.5 into 71 divided by 0.6. So this is what we have. 1.5 multiplied by 71 divided by 0.6. Students, I give you 30 seconds. Please calculate. So when I multiply this, I hope that you solved it. We are going to get 177.5 as the answer. See, what is this? 177.5 is molar mass of cadmium chloride. Okay, so out of this we have 71 gram of chlorine. So if I subtract 71 in that, then I am going to be left with 106.5. What is that? That is molar mass or atomic mass of cadmium. Next question. The correctly reported answer of the addition of 4.523, 2.3, 6.24 will have significant figures. Final answer we have to write 3 here, 6 here, this is 0, here 1 we have 5, 6, 7, that is 13.063 we have. Students, rule says that when you add numbers, then the final answer should be represented in such a manner that number of digits after the decimal point is equal to least number of digits present after the decimal point in one of the adding number. In this case, we have least number of digits after decimal point, that is 3, that is 2.3 means only 1. So let us use that. Hence I should write this as a 13.0. You can write, or 13.1 if you want, you can write also, but better to write this. And now tell me how many significant figures are present either here or here. So in both cases, number of significant figures equal to 3. So hence answer is going to be option B. The largest number of molecules is in. Let us find out that. So let us calculate approximately. We know that molecular mass of water is 18. 18 gram has Avogadro number of molecules. Then 34 gram has how many? Just 18 into 2 is 36. Nearly double. Students, remember, nearly double of what? Avogadro number, nearly. Okay, methanol, that has a molecular mass 12 plus 4 hydrogen, that is 4 plus 1 oxygen, that is 16. So when I add this, I am going to get 32. 32 gram as Avogadro number, then 46 as how many? Okay. Now here we have 46 gram of ethanol. Molar mass of ethanol is 46 gram only, hence Avogadro number of molecules it has. Dinitrogen pentoxide 24 into 2, that is a 28, plus 16 into 5, total it is going to be 108. That means it has half of Avogadro number of molecules. Half of Avogadro number of molecules. So students, you can see the question is largest number of molecules. In the case of first one, it is nearly double. In the case of second one, it is less, that is nearly 1.5 times I can say. In this case exactly Avogadro number, in this case 0.5 of Avogadro number. Am I correct? Simple logic you apply, so you end with the answer. See, if you know the concept, then you need not calculate accurately till the end. Even just by applying the logic only, you can get the answers like this. Question number 14. The crystalline salt of sodium sulfate XH2O on heating loses 55.9% of its weight. That means it loses water only. The formula of the crystalline salt, let us find out. Sodium sulfate XH2O. Sodium 23 into 2 46, sulfur that is 32, 4 oxygen that is 64. So when you add this 46 plus 32 plus 64, The answer comes out to be 142. That is sodium sulfate. Students, what they told? 55.9%. Let us take that 56%. 56% water is present. That is only removed after heating. Then remaining 44% is going to be sodium sulfate only. Correct. So 142 grams correspond to 44%. Then 56% correspond to how much? So let us solve this. 142 into 56 divided by 44. If we do that, 142 into 56 divided by 40, that is 44. So let us solve this. 142 into 56 divided by 44. When we do that, this answer is going to be nearly, students, this comes out to be 180. This comes out to be 180. So what is 180? That is 56% of water. 180 gram of water is present. We know that 18 gram means 1 water molecule. Then 180 gram means how many water molecules? So 180 into 1 divided by 18 comes out to be 10. Where we have 10 water molecules in the option D. Next question, 15. A gas mixture contains oxygen and nitrogen in the ratio of 1:4 by weight. The ratio of their number of molecules is. Now calculate that. Oxygen O2, nitrogen N2 present in the ratio of 1:4. So we know that oxygen, that means 16 into 2, 32 gram has Avogadro number of molecules. Then 1 gram has how many? So that is nothing but Avogadro divided by 32. So in the case of nitrogen, we know that 28 is its molecular mass. That has Avogadro. Then 4 has how many? 4 into Avogadro divided by 28. So that is nothing but Na divided by 7. Okay. So they given ratio of oxygen and nitrogen. That can be written as O2 divided by N2. Let us substitute the value. Na divided by 32 whole divided by Na by 7. So that is nothing but Na divided by 32 into 7 divided by Na. Na cancels, remaining is 7 divided by 32. Or in other words, I can say that 7 is to 32. Which option? Option D. Question number 16. A gas found to have formula COX. Vapor density is 70. So we have to find out X. So this is simple. We know molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So 2 into vapor density is 70, that is equal to 140. 140. And we know that carbon monoxide, that is 12 plus 16, that is equal to 28. 28 gram means 1 molecule. Then 140 means, so 140 divided by 28, that comes out to be 5. Option C. Next question, which among the following is heaviest? So let us delete wrong answers here. 1 molecule of sulfur dioxide, that has very negligible mass compared to this 44 gram of carbon dioxide. That option already there. And 100 U of uranium. 1 U means it is 1 by 12 mass of an atom of carbon 12. 1 by 12th mass of an atom of carbon 12. So 100 U is also very negligible mass. 1 mole of oxygen means O2, that means 32 grams. 1 mole of hydrogen means 2 grams. 10 mole means 20 grams. So we left with 44 gram is the correct answer, carbon dioxide. So once again, if you know the concept and if you know how to apply the logic, you will end with the answer. What is the percentage of cation in ammonium dichromate? So we people are asked to find out the percentage of cation in ammonium dichromate. So this is the formula of ammonium dichromate, NH4 twice Cr2O7. So when we ionize the students, we are going to get ammonium ion like this and the dichromate ion like this. Nitrogen, that is 14 plus 4, oxygen 14 plus 4 is 18, 18 into 2, 18 into 2 is 36. So we have 36 gram of ammonium cation in ammonium dichromate, and we have to find out its percentage. To find out percentage, what we should know? We should know molar mass. So ammonium dichromate, this already we know, calculated here, that is 36. Oxygen, this one. Chromium atomic mass is 52. 2 are there, automatically 52 into 2, 104. Plus oxygen, we know that it is 16. 16 into 7, that comes out to be 112. So total value is going to be 112 plus 104 plus 36. That comes out to be 252. Okay. Students, 252 gram means 100%. Then 36 gram of ammonium or cation in that case means how much percent? So automatically what I should do here, 36 into 100 I should do, 36 into 100 divided by 252, I have to do it. So when I do that, I am going to get 14.28, something like that. So I have that answer as option A. Next question. Number of sodium atoms in 2 moles of sodium ferrocyanide. Now let us write the formula of sodium ferrocyanide. Na4FeCN6. This type of compounds are called as complex compounds or coordination compounds that you people are going to study in PU2. See here, 1 mole of this sodium ferrocyanide has 4 into Na number of sodium atoms. Am I correct? Then they asked the question, 2 moles has how many atoms? So 2 into 4 into a greater number divided by 1. So 2 into 4 into 6.022, let me write 6 into 10 to the power 23. 6 into 4, 24 into 2, 48. 48 into 10 to the power 23, we have option D. Last question, students. 20 kilogram of nitrogen and 3 kilogram of hydrogen are mixed to produce ammonia. The amount of ammonia formed is, that is what the question. So let us write the reaction. Nitrogen reacts with the hydrogen to form ammonia. So in terms of mass, 14 into 2, 28 gram of nitrogen reacts with 2 into 3, that is 6 gram of hydrogen to form 14 plus 3, 17, 17 into 2, 17 into 2, that is 34 grams of ammonia. Okay, now question is 20 kilogram of nitrogen and 3 kilogram of hydrogen. They given 20 kg of nitrogen and 3 kg of hydrogen. See, to solve this, we should know which one is the limiting reagent. If you know, then only you can calculate. Let us find out that. Because the limiting reagent is the one that is going to decide how much product has to form. 28 gram nitrogen, let us take 6 gram of hydrogen, let us take the hydrogen first and calculate how much nitrogen is required. 6 gram hydrogen reacts with 28 gram, then 3 kilogram reacts with how much mass of nitrogen? That calculation let us do, students. 3 into 28 divided by 6, it is half of 28, that is nothing but 14 kilograms required, but that is 14 kilograms are required, but they given 20 kg, that means nitrogen is excess, hydrogen is limiting reagent. So it is the hydrogen that is going to decide how much amount of ammonia is going to form. We know 6 gram gives 34 grams, then 3 kilogram gives how much? 3 kg into 34 gram divided by 6 gram. This gram cancels. This is nothing but 34 divided by 2, that means 17 kilograms. Do we have that option? Yes, we have that option. I hope that it is clear to you. Thank you, students.